It's Verity Adams, the Crazy Keto Girl, and I thought that at this point in my keto journey, it was finally time that I break down and try Bulletproof coffee, or Keto Coffee, or whatever you want to call it. So today I'm going to try 3 versions of Bulletproof coffee. The first version is, I'm just calling it the classic Bulletproof coffee. It's as close as I could possibly get right at this point to the kind that was created by David Asprey, who wrote The Bulletproof Diet and originally came up with the concept of Bulletproof coffee. So I'm getting as close as I can to that. I unfortunately can't, buy the super duper elevated beans and all the really fancy cool stuff that he's using. I really want to eventually, but I can't yet. But I do have all of my ingredients lined up here. You can see I have my coffee ready, I have some sugar-free syrup, I have heavy whipping cream, my Kerrygold butter, so I have my butter from grass-fed cows, I have my coconut oil, which it is so hot in here that it is a liquid, and I have MCT oil, because I am trying 3 different methods, so we're going all out. I have my coffee cups lined up here. You can see I have my Marie Tsum Tsum, my Jack, and my other Marie cup, and they each already have my Kerrygold. I already measured out a tablespoon of butter and started those in the cups already. So now I just have to add in the coffee and the other things to make each individual variation. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with classic Bulletproof coffee. Okay, so for this cup of coffee, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start with my Marie cup here, which already has my tablespoon of grass-fed butter in it. It is seriously so hot in my house. You can see it's already melting in there. So I'm going to put it on my scale. Get this going here. Have it in ounces. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my coffee over here. So the original version has 8 to 12 ounces of coffee, which I'm going to add in a minute, and it's going to have the 1 tablespoon of butter, which I already have in there, and then 1 to 2 teaspoons of MCT oil. Some people use tablespoons, but I have never ever used it before, and he recommended in his video that if you are new to MCT oil that you start with teaspoons. So we are doing teaspoons. So I'm going to add in my teaspoon here of MCT oil. In there, and then let's clear this out, my 8 ounces of coffee that I just brewed. Alright, and then I have a milk frother. I don't have a blender, but I have a milk frother, which I was told, and I've seen other people use, should work just fine. So let's get this guy. So the recipe he gave said to blend your thing for 20 to 30 seconds. You want it to get frothy and everything to mix together and get all delicious. I think it's going to take me a little bit longer than the 20 to 30 seconds since I'm using this instead of a blender, but it's actually a lot of fun, this little milk frother, can't lie. You can kind of take a peek in my cup here. So I think it feels like it is good and mixed. And look, it's nice and foamy. Said it should have that foam layer on top, kind of like a latte would. So it does. Yay! I think I accomplished the classic Bulletproof coffee. Second flavor I'm going to try came from a channel I follow, and it's MDRZ, and she did a tablespoon of butter. Check. A tablespoon of coconut oil instead of MCT oil, so I'm going to go ahead and do the tablespoon of coconut oil. I also know that I follow Jason Whitrock, and he also uses coconut oil, I believe, in his. So there's my tablespoon. You can see this is a tablespoon of coconut oil. This one also includes heavy whipping cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this open and add a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. I know for myself, like I was never good at doing like black coffee. I know some people can do black coffee. I've never been able to do that. So I was hoping bulletproof coffee might be my thing. But I was always kind of afraid to try it. I'm not gonna lie. I was very intimidated by this butter coffee idea. So let's add in our coffee. I'm kind of trying to pour it slowly over the butter so that it melts it. I did let my butter soften before I did this, so. Get to my 8 ounces here. Okay, we are at 8 ounces and it is time to froth again. I want you to come join me this time from the beginning. Ready, guys? I just want to make sure I get all that butter and everything nice and mixed in here. All right, it's looking good. Again, this nice foam on top here. It is looking beautiful. All right. So the last bulletproof coffee I'm gonna try is really the same as the second one. It has the, I'm kind of winging it actually. So it's gonna have the tablespoon of butter, check. I'm going to use the MCT oil, the 1 teaspoon of MCT oil with it instead of the coconut oil because I have heard a lot of good things about MCT oil and I'm feeling like if I'm gonna do bulletproof coffee, MCT oil is gonna be my thing, so. And I hear that it's, you know, a lot, I mean, it's just better than the coconut oil, I guess, is the easiest way to explain it. So that, and then in my, I always preferred creamy coffee, so I'm going to include a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in this one, tablespoon of that, and then I'm going to include some syrup here. And so I have sugar-free s'mores, and the serving is 0 carbs for 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So there's 1 and 2. And then, oh, that smells so good. Okay, and then we're gonna add in our coffee, 0 out. That ended up being like about 9 ounces of coffee because I was just trying to finish off my carafe there. So there's what it looks like before I mix it all up. You got all your oil there on top. And here we go, guys. The butter is taking a little bit to melt now. I think my coffee is not quite as hot as it was when I started now, so it's trying to fight me a little bit, but I will be victorious. There is something kind of oddly satisfying about this. Like, is it just me, or are you guys enjoying this too? If you make bulletproof coffee and you kind of love watching this part, like, tell me so I'm knowing I'm not a freak here. All right, it feels good, and I'm getting that kicked up smell of the s'mores here, which is making me very happy. All right, guys, taste test time. So the first one I'm gonna try is the classic one that I made first, and that is the coffee, MCT oil, and butter only, and I blended it. Here we go. I'm so nervous. I'm like freaking out. I mean, it's okay. Like, it's not bad. I really thought it was gonna be disgusting. It's not bad. It's just not like, I can't wait to drink that. Like, flavor-wise, I guess. But it's not terrible. I don't hate it. So, moving on to the next one, which is the coffee, butter, coconut oil, and heavy whipping cream. So a little different. Oh, no. I don't know if it's because it's the coconut oil or what happened, but no. Oh, I was gonna try to taste it again. I can't. Okay, so on to the last one, which was kind of basically my concoction, which was the butter, MCT oil, heavy whipping cream, and the sugar-free s'mores syrup. I hope, kind of traumatized after the last one. This one smells good though. I can smell the s'mores, so. And we have a winner. This one is definitely more my pace. I've always been kind of a fruity coffee drinker, so this is a little bit more up my alley. But yeah, so if I'm going to start being a Bulletproof coffee girl, I think this is the recipe I'm going with. The 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter, the teaspoon of MCT oil, 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, and 2 tablespoons of s'mores sugar-free syrup. So this one was pretty good. I will never ever do that butter coconut oil thing again. I did not like that at all. Like, it had a very not okay flavor. And then the other one is fine. Like, it would be, I mean, maybe better with different coffee or coffee that had a stronger flavor to it or something. I don't know. It was just kind of meh, but not bad. So that was me, the Crazy Keto Girl, trying keto coffee for the first time. If you have a Bulletproof coffee recipe that you use that is different than the ones I used, comment it down below for me to try it another time. And if you've never tried it before and you do try it, make sure that you tag me so that I can see it, because I would love to see somebody else try these. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video.